The story of Cain and Abel is one of the oldest and most enduring narratives in human history. It tells the tale of two brothers, their contrasting natures, and a horrific act of violence that forever changed the relationship between humanity and the divine. Cain the elder was a tiller of the ground, while Abel the younger was a shepherd. Their offerings to God, though different, reflected the fruits of their labor and their devotion to a higher power. Despite their shared lineage and common faith, a rift grew between the brothers. Cain, consumed by envy and resentment, allowed his darker impulses to fester. This ancient story, found in the sacred texts of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, explores the destructive nature of jealousy, the sanctity of human life, and the profound consequences of sin. It is a story that continues to resonate with readers and believers centuries after it was first told, reminding us of the fragility of peace and the ever-present potential for darkness within the human heart. The story of Cain and Abel is recounted in both the Bible and the Quran, with each text offering its own perspective on the events and their significance. In the book of Genesis, the tale is presented as a foundational myth, explaining the origins of violence and sin in the world. God favors Abel's offering, a lamb from his flock, over Cain's offering of produce. This sparks jealousy in Cain, leading him to murder his brother in a fit of rage. The Quran, while not mentioning Cain and Abel by name, recounts a similar narrative in Surah Al-Ma'idah. This version emphasizes the importance of controlling one's anger and choosing righteousness over transgression. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of envy and the importance of submitting to God's will. Though the details and interpretations may differ, both the Bible and the Quran present the story of Cain and Abel as a stark warning against the corrosive power of sin and the importance of fostering peace and understanding among all people. At the heart of the Cain and Abel story lies the insidious emotion of jealousy. Cain, witnessing God's favor upon Abel's offering, allows resentment to fester within him. This envy, rooted in a sense of inadequacy and injustice, poisons his thoughts and actions. The text suggests that Cain's anger stems not only from God's perceived preference, but also from his own insecurity and pride. Instead of seeking understanding or striving to improve his own relationship with God, Cain fixates on his brother's perceived advantage. This narrow focus blinds him to the potential for growth and reconciliation, setting him on a path of destruction. The story serves as a timeless reminder that jealousy, if left unchecked, can distort our perceptions, poison our relationships, and ultimately lead us to commit acts of unimaginable cruelty. The first murder, a brother's betrayal, a world forever changed. Consumed by jealousy and rage, Cain commits the unthinkable. He murders his own brother, Abel. This act, the first murder recorded in human history, shatters the innocence of humanity and marks a turning point in the biblical narrative. The world, once a place of harmony and divine favor, is now stained with the blood of an innocent. Cain's actions have far-reaching consequences, not only for himself but for all of humanity. The ground, which once yielded its bounty freely, is cursed, reflecting the brokenness of the world and the severing of the bond between humanity and the divine. The first murder serves as a stark reminder of the sanctity of human life and the devastating consequences of unchecked anger and violence. It is a dark chapter in the human story, a cautionary tale that continues to resonate throughout history. Echoes of envy, moral lessons from a primordial crime. The story of Cain and Abel is not merely a historical account, but a profound moral allegory. It teaches us about the destructive nature of jealousy, the importance of personal responsibility, and the need for compassion and forgiveness in the face of transgression. Cain's actions serve as a warning against allowing negative emotions to fester and control our behavior. The story also highlights the importance of taking responsibility for our actions. When confronted by God, Cain initially denies involvement in his brother's disappearance. However, his attempts at deception are futile, and he is ultimately held accountable for his crime. This underscores the idea that we cannot escape the consequences of our choices, and that true repentance involves acknowledging our wrongdoing and seeking to make amends. Cain's legacy, the enduring impact of sin and its consequences. The legacy of Cain and Abel extends far beyond the pages of religious texts. It has permeated art, literature, and human consciousness, serving as a constant reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present potential for darkness within the human heart. The story's themes of jealousy, betrayal, and the consequences of sin continue to resonate with contemporary audiences, reflecting timeless truths about the human condition. Moreover, the story of Cain and Abel serves as a call to action. It challenges us to examine our own hearts, to root out any seeds of envy and resentment that might fester within us. It reminds us of the importance of choosing compassion over judgment, forgiveness over vengeance, and love over hate. In a world still grappling with violence and division, the story of Cain and Abel offers a timeless message of hope, that we have the power to choose a different path, one marked by empathy, understanding, and a commitment to building a more just and peaceful world.